Good morning everyone, welcome to Surfside Motorcycle Garage. We're having our annual modified bike show and shine today. This is the 5th motorcycle show we've done this year, and again it's to celebrate the diversity of our customers' bikes and have a bit of fun. The idea with today's show is any bike that's been modified by its owner, so turbocharged, paint, engineering, just anything to personalise it and make it unique. This one, the modified show, sort of brings everything together and gives people a chance to get their really unusual machines out and display them. We've got a number of different categories here. We have People's Choice, of course, where the audience gets to vote for their favourite bike. We've then got Most Unique, Best Paint, Best Engineering, Best Cafe Racer, Best Sports Bike, Best Custom. So quite a few different categories. We've also got Most Out There, which we've put in as a new category today because sometimes people turn up on things and you just go, man, what was that? So we try and cater for all of the different things that people do and the inventiveness that our customers have in terms of their bikes. Today's been a really interesting day. We get a lot of different bikes turning up for something like this. We've got a Supercharged Triumph Twin down here at the front. It's running a pulley-driven supercharger on the back of it. And again, sort of the kind of thing you'd really see at the cutting edge of the 60s. So it's great to see these bikes still on the road, still being used, and really excellent examples of sort of that custom bike work.
I got the bike about 8 years ago. It started out as a bad 70s hardtail chopper, which the only parts I used off it were the engine and the front loop. The rest are bits and pieces of other bikes. As you can see, front wheels Kawasaki, front end Seriani, tanks Yamaha, rear wheels Harley, swing arms Suzuki. It's full of bits and pieces, and then during the build I thought, oh well, let's do something different and put a supercharger off it, and that's off the Subaru car. Well, the whole idea of this build was to have that late 60s, 70s flat track look, hence the number 9 number plates on it, which was Gary Nixon's number, who only rode for Triumph and was world champion 67 and 68. So it's sort of a bit of a homage to Gary, number 9.
We've got a Ducati NCR Replica, which has a host of stuff from the glory days of the 70s when they won Isle of Man.
This started life as a 1978 Ducati SSD Desmo, and I built it up about 10 years ago, and the whole idea was to build a bike that was sort of a period cafe racer, and I was lucky enough to have on the shelf a genuine NCR tank and a seat unit, a Harris fairing, Astrolite wheels and various other bits and pieces, and the remains of an SSD, which was in fairly sound shape. So I thought, well, I'll build something out of this, and that's what I got, this one here. It took a long time to do because I wanted to make it comfortable to ride, and so a lot of work went into into things like the foot pegs and stuff, all custom built, and as a result, it's a bike that I use regularly. I've done 20,000 Ks on it since I built it up, and it's actually rides almost like a modern bike.
We've got some really nicely modified cafe racers. There's a WR650 just down here with an all-alloy tank and some really nice aftermarket pieces on it. And it's great to see people personalising things and, you know, bringing to life their vision for what a cool bike is. One of the categories we've got today is Best Cafe Racer. And cafe racers are, I guess, a kind of bike that's very popular at the moment. The actual origin of the particular kind of style that is a cafe racer dates back to post-war Britain, just sort of 1940s, 1950s, 1960s. Pretty much any bike can be made into a cafe racer. The idea is sort of to lighten it, simplify it, smooth the lines out, and again personalise it around the idea of sort of street performance.
Then of course the chopper era started being heralded in from about the late 50s through to the early 60s, and the term chopper comes from the fact that they chopped the frames. They used to chop the frames, they'd extend the necks, either kick them out to put more angle on them, maybe increase the size of the front tubes to bring the backbone up, whatever took their style. So essentially we had the bobber, where we got rid of weight, and we had the chopper, where we started chopping up the frame to make it look like something completely different.
One of the more interesting things we've got here today too is we've got a couple of turbocharged and a supercharged bike, and again where private individuals have done these things rather than factories, it really speaks to some engineering excellence. We've got a Hayabusa here that makes 425 brake horsepower. It's an awesome bike, being fully custom made, custom framed, carbon fibre front wheels, carbon brakes, programmable fuel injection, again an awesome piece of engineering. Next to it we've got a BMW Turbo. Again, my business partner Trevor made that as his own bike. It was a standard RS 1 litre. It's again had a turbo fitted, programmable fuel injection, ZXR 750 custom front end and custom bodywork.
It's supposed to be like a 1910 board tracker that they had in the States when they first started racing motorbikes around. And it's made from all sorts of components, from lawnmowers to old carbide lamps from 1910, springs and all sorts of auxiliaries from old push bikes. And true to style, don't waste anything and try and make something from nothing. It's something that I just tinker about with in the shed, and it's something that keeps me out of trouble.
Well, I bought this basket case about 14 months ago and brought it to your shop, Surfside, and got them to rebuild it after styling it up. I think about a 15-year mind passion that I've had, where it's been inside my head and it's come out. And with the help of some great people, it's all come together nicely.
One of the highlights of the show today is we've got a Stone tribute bike here as well. Stone was a 1970s Australian-made movie which really started the cult of big modified Japanese bikes in Australia. Each one of the bikes in the film, they had 15 Z900s, and they were all had special paintwork. We've got a bike here today that has a paint job by the guy that did the original paintwork in the movie. So again, another special kind of bike.
We're about to reach the sharp end of the day. People's Choice Award goes to Ryan with his soft tail custom. Come on down, Ryan.
People's Choice Award. Thanks Surfside. It's good to win it, that people voted for me. Took a while to build my bike, and it's good to get rewards for it.
Hey well everyone, thank you very much for coming to Surfside's modified bike show today. It's been a stunning day, the weather's held off and it's been good. This was the 5th motorcycle show and shine we've held at the shop this year. And as we said, we do shows for each of the different riding groups that are our customers. So we do a European bike show, a British bike show, a Japanese bike show, an American bike show, and the modified show, which sort of brings together all the different elements of the shows. So we see it very much as like a thank you to our customers and to the Sydney motorcycling community. They're always great days, always free, and no one ever pre-registers. So the great thing about them is you never know what's going to turn up until they're there on the day, which makes it kind of more interesting. So thanks again for coming. We'll be having a Christmas party in December, and we've also in November got a celebration of women's riders. We're calling it Foxy Fest. So in conjunction with the Foxy Fuels, we'll be holding a ladies' ride-in on the 18th of November. So we look forward to seeing you there as well. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.